Welcome to the video, everyone, from a sunny French Alps. In this video where we're going to be looking at my best 3 things about selling on Amazon and also the 3 worst things about selling on Amazon. It's not all good, right? There's a lot of bad, and I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts in this video about those 2. So enjoy, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So firstly, we arrived here on Thursday evening. We've been here now, it's Sunday now, so we're leaving tomorrow. Had a fantastic trip. When we initially arrived, it was raining all the way up the mountain through Morzine. So I felt very sorry for the people who were staying in Morzine because there was just no snow. It was just literally just drenched. But we climbed the mountain, and about 3/4 of the way up, that rain turned to snow. So we were very lucky. Conditions have been unbelievable, right? Literally been the best we could have hoped for. So yeah, pretty happy with that. But whilst I've been here, I've been thinking, guys, like I always do, put a video up when I go away. And yeah, like I said in the intro, looking at the 3 best things and the 3 worst things about selling on Amazon. That this is going to be based on basically my own experiences, and I suppose to an extent what my students have also gone through, because I see a lot of good things and a lot of issues that students have as well. So to kick it off, we'll start off with the 3 best things. Number 1 for me is the passivity of the business model, right? So what I mean by that is the fact that you can work remotely, you can outsource your work, and you can work from your laptop whilst making money, basically, right? So an example, I've been out here for 3 days and we've almost broken 2K in the last 3 days, and I've literally just been skiing for 3 days. So it's very passive, and you're able to work from anywhere. That's one of my favorite things about the business model. Now, number 2, and we're just gonna whiz through these, right? Number 2, the second thing that I think is pretty good about selling on Amazon is the fact that it's accessible for people, right? It's not extremely difficult. The process, in my opinion, is simple. It takes hard work. It's not easy, but it is simple, easy to understand as long as you know what you're doing. So it's accessible to a lot of people, right? I've got a very broad spectrum of people who sell on Amazon, who I mentor. People, literally doctors to accountants to people who work in a shop to builders to literally anyone, all walks of life. It's very accessible. That'll be number 2. Number 3, third favorite thing would be the scalability of the business model. So the fact that you can launch one product and you can move on to launch a second, a third, a fourth. There's no ceiling, there's no lid, there's no limit to what you can sell. You can continue to expand your range, whether it's within one niche or multiple niches, and that allows you to in turn make more money as you add products, right? So that's awesome, because you can put the work in with one product, and then when that becomes relatively passive, you move on and put your effort into product number 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on as you move along. So those are probably my 3 best things. Again, these are off the top of my head, guys, after reading that post. 3 best things about selling on Amazon. Now moving on to the 3 worst things, which is probably what you guys were waiting for more than the 3 best. I'm sure you've heard me talk about those before, but one of the worst things that I feel myself personally is that they have got you by the cojones, right? What I mean by that is they are God. You are selling on their platform. It's not your own website. You're not in control, completely in control of anything at all. And they sometimes are very harsh, and they can give you performance warnings, and they can take your listings down. It usually comes when you have done something wrong, so you need to make sure you avoid those things. And I've never had an issue for more than a few days without getting something reinstated, but it's still disconcerting, the fact that they have got so much control over your business and your life, right? Now, I, to this date, have not had a student who has had a listing removed and not be able to have it reinstated, but it still causes issues, right? It causes stress, and they are useless at the same time, right? So that'll be my first point. Second thing that I hate about selling on Amazon is seller support. I would rate them 0 out of 10 in terms of how good they are, right? They are terrible. They give you poor information. They give you muddled information. One person will tell you one thing, one person will tell you another. So I usually avoid low-level support. Try and have your case escalated when you are trying to get something solved, and it seems to work a lot better, right? So that would definitely be the second thing. Third thing, and again, actually, when I've moved on to this now, I'm thinking it might even be more annoying than the fact they've got full control over your listing, is their review system, right? I think it's fair enough that they banned incentivized reviews, that's fine. But the issue is that, you know, reviews on your listing are not indicative of how good the product is, right? Because it's not proportionate. Loads more people are gonna leave a bad review than a good review, right? So let me give you an example. If you sold 100 products, right, you'd be lucky to get 4 reviews from people who purchased. Let's say 95 people received a product that was good and 5 people out of the 100 had a bad product. Now, I would say you'd receive 2 or 3 good reviews from the 95 people who were happy, but you might receive 2 or 3 bad reviews from the 5 people who were unhappy. Now, that listing would then have a 2.5 star out of 5 rating, right? But in reality, 95% of people were happy. So it's not fair, in my opinion, which is why people have to be resourceful and, you know, they need to work hard to get reviews. But I don't feel the system is fair, and I don't think they give you enough opportunity. Even with their early reviewer program and the Vine program, it's just not enough for a new seller to get reviews. It's very, very difficult, and it's essential for that listing to work, right? So yeah, reviews are a pain in the ass, and you know, you can have reviews taken down. Unverified reviews they've tightened up on now, so you can't just get loads of unverified reviews which you may have had from a website that you sell on before shifting over to Amazon. They've just tightened everything up, right? And that would definitely be the third thing that really frustrates me. And if you start selling on Amazon, those 3 things will probably annoy you too, but they're definitely outweighed. You know, the good outweighs the bad, but definitely worth being sure of those things before you start selling, because maybe it's not for you. So I am just going to finish packing. We're going to go out for a quick drink and some dinner, and then we are shooting home tomorrow. Lots more content to come for you guys. Please like the video. Make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already, to make sure you don't miss content like this. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.